Hello everyone, this is Komal Mathur, a legal intern at Lexis & Company and a law student at Manipal University, Jaipur. I'm lucky to have this opportunity to intern with Lexis & Company, and which is why I'm presenting this video here. So the topic or purpose of today's video is to do a movie review of a legal movie named The Rainmaker. Now you might know that you might have curiosity that why I have taken such topic about movie being a legal intern. This is because, of course, theory works, but practical knowledge is also a must factor for a law student. So if you are a law student or anyone who's interested in law, I recommend you this movie and you must watch it. I watched it recently after enrolling into a law school, and then I found it very interesting. I thought of writing a movie review on it, and I would like to share it with all of you. So here it is. First of all, I'll show you about the movie on your web. So here it is. So this is your movie, The Rainmaker, 1997 film on Wikipedia, which is 7.2 IMDb rating. Okay, so I'll do movie review of this. First, let's see what Wikipedia says. It is a legal drama film, and the director is Francis Ford Coppola. Okay, you can read about him also. Okay, so this movie was based on a novel written by Johann Grisham, which also had the same name, The Rainmaker. And this movie stars Matt Damon, Danny DeVito, Danny Glover, Claire Danes, John Boyd, Roy Scheider, Mickey Rourke, Virginia Madsen, Mary Kay Place, and Teresa Wright in her final film role. Now I'll start my reviewing. So you might also, you can check this about this on your web, and then you can find it on any of the OTT platform, and you must watch. So The Rainmaker is a legal drama movie from 1997 based on Johann Grisham's novel of the same name. The writer and the director of the movie, Francis Ford Coppola, has depicted a young lawyer named Rudy Baylor who has just completed law school and is preparing for his final bar exam. So this is, the main character of your movie, who is Rudy Grisham. Who is Rudy Baylor. So he is a poor man trying to manage his life, living in a car and working as a bartender. So the movie shows that this man, the young lawyer who just have passed his bar council exam, is a young and poor man who is, trying to manage his life. He lives in a car and works as a bartender. Meanwhile, he approaches Bruiser Stone for a legal career. Bruiser appoints Jack Shiplet, who has failed the bar exam 6 times. Now, this is the irony here, to guide him in his work. So he keeps him under Bruiser. What he does, he keeps Rudy under his work, and appoints Jack to guide him about his work. Now, Rudy struggles between 3 cases. Now, Rudy, in his private days, got 3 cases, and he struggled in those cases. The first one is of Mr. Birdie, who rents him a cheap apartment. She wanted to leave her estate for a famous TV character. The second was about Kelly, whose husband was an arrogant man and used to beat her. Rudy has a personal interest in this case because of his attraction towards Kelly. Now, Kelly is the main, female character of this movie. So he had this kind of, love attraction towards Kelly. So he had this special interest in her case. Third and the most important case which revolves around in the whole movie was Mrs. Black and her son, Donnie Roy Black, who was suffering from leukemia and was denied medical assistance by a well-known insurance company named Great Benefits. Now, Great Benefits has experienced and expensive lawyers, including Leo Drummond, who can reach any limit to prove themselves right. Rudy, being a beginner in this profession, has to struggle a lot, but with the help of that, he collects the witnesses and evidences of this case. They contain Jackie Limanchik, who exposed the dirty policies of this insurance company, the name which I told you, Great Benefits. They used stolen evidence which was at first denied, but on the reference of the previous case what by Bruce. Those stolen pieces of evidences were accepted as they were not stolen by lawyers. The jury made a decision. It took a long time and several trials, but Rudy managed to win this case. Now, this was, the main summary of this movie. It can be seen that Rudy was emotionally attached to Tony Roy and the other clients. He fought for them like they were his family. He kept himself engaged in the cases to the extent that he didn't even have time for his personal life. I learned that having emotional connections with your clients can be harmful, but at times it motivates you to give your best. Because when you feel connected to the client, you not only fight for them, but also you fight for yourself. This is what I feel about having emotional connection with your clients, but not that, not up to that extent. It should be also limited because sometimes this emotion connection can also hinder our working process. So Rudy was a well-learned and had high ethical grounds, whereas he lacked experience. In contrast, Deck has a full experience but had no license because, as I told you, he failed the bar exam 6 times in a row. Both coordinated with each other perfectly and managed to serve justice to their clients. Now, the movie revolves around the theme that how a young attorney struggles to manage his profession along with his personal life. He learns from his associate who failed on bar exam but was an expert in the insurance company game. Here it depicts that not only the knowledge from the book will help you, but also you have to learn from the experienced people around you. We can observe people and decide what our traits should be gained and the traits that should not be. For example, the defendant lawyer Leo Drummond was experienced and expensive. So the traits we can acquire from him are his professionalism, confidence, way of carrying himself, and the traits we can ignore are his dishonesty, arrogance, and unnecessary pride. Now, Rudy Baylor, the main character of the movie, has a lot to teach us. No matter if you are a new or inexperienced lawyer, if you are willing to do something with total dedication, that no force in this world can stop you from, achieving your goal. Rudy, being keen observer, finds many keys and points that helps in this case because he was personally interested in these cases. So he left no clue. Now, also, we should never hesitate to take help from our senior lawyers, as Jack asked Boozer about his old case in which he became one of the most important points of the case. The point I'm talking about is, taking evidence from the considering the stolen evidence. At first, the jury refused to take that stolen evidence in record, but after citing Boozer's previous case, they accepted that evidence also. Also, two different kind of judges are portrayed in the movie. First was Harvey Hale, who was ignorant and unjust. He, along with the defendant's lawyer, tried to convince Rudy to take money and drop the case. Now, this is what shows the dishonesty of a judge in power. Another was Tryon Kipler, who was just and understanding. He always favored the right and led trial honesty and fairly. The end of the movie specifies that profession is not that easy as it is assumed. It takes a lot of willpower, confidence, and courage to sustain in this profession. I would say that Rainmaker is an amazing and a satisfying legal drama. Now the movie kept a focus on each little character in it and displayed variety of challenges of a lawyer's life and affected many values which can be followed. I enjoyed watching it and also learned a lot from it. So I recommend you all must watch the movie The Rainmaker if you are interested in law or you are a law person. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.